Hello, my name is Diana Jakes, and I thought I'd take the opportunity to discuss my latest book, From the Painter's Brush to the Poet's Pen. If you've seen any of my previous videos or you follow me on social media, you'll know that this collection came out in March. It's a collection of poems that are all inspired by different pieces of artwork, and the stories that I've seen within the artwork and my interpretation of maybe the artist and their life based on research or just basic observation of what's happening in the painting or the artwork. There is some inspiration drawn from photographs and sculptures within this collection as well. Each piece is illustrated by myself, inspired by somebody else's piece, to which I mention who that artist is, so then I invite readers to go and do research of their own. And then for some poems, there's a full page illustration of original artwork to accompany my poem as an individual statement. There's 55 poems altogether in this collection and 63 illustrations. In my first poetry book there was 100 poems, and this one takes on a slightly different format. It has an occurring theme compared to a poetry collection which was released in 2025, where that took on miscellaneous poems. It had prompted writing, prompted poems, where this collection is solely art and literature and poetry combined. There is some famous pieces of artwork in here. Maybe I hope that some readers will know a few. There might be lesser known pieces that you've never even heard of, artists that you've never heard of, that you can then go and do more research on, have a look at the paintings and pictures yourselves, and do your own writing of, or add your own stories to those pieces and how they inspire you. So the more known pieces within this book are probably Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali. There's a personal favourite of mine, Man in a Bowler Hat by René Magritte. Then there's some artists as well. And based on research, what I've done is I've turned their stories into poems and used a piece of their artwork to represent that. There's a few poems about Vincent van Gogh. This one, I chose Shoes by Vincent van Gogh to represent the poem, but the poem itself is called Vincent, and it takes on sort of my interpretation of Vincent van Gogh's life and how today his artworks are considered great pieces of work, but at the time when he was alive they weren't as much. There's also a poem about Egon Schiele, an Austrian artist. There's Edvard Munch, who painted The Scream, Claude Monet. I tried to get quite a few. Whether you've heard of them, you might have seen them. There's a poem about the Mona Lisa, but again, that's more about Leonardo da Vinci's mystery of the painting rather than the painting itself. And there's some wonderful lesser known pieces that I had the pleasure of discovering and being inspired by. Each poem, as I mentioned before, is accompanied by an illustration. For example, this is Dagger by George Biddle. Still Life Rose by Neil Carroll. The whole idea of this book was to combine my own passions of art and literature and poetry into one collection, where I really tried to concentrate on finding and cross-referencing that inspiration into a collection. My book is available on Amazon, along with my other 2 books, a poetry collection, which I've mentioned in this video, which came out in 2025, and my first ever book, which isn't poetry, it's a short story called The Falling Leaves, which is perfect for the up and coming season, which is available all to order on Amazon. Thank you.